we're joined with Darren Currie ahead of the match against Leyton Orient in the Emirates FA Cup. So last week, let's just talk a little bit about the two consecutive away games that we played. Of course, we drew to Aldershot and then lost to Woking. What's your thoughts on those games?
Aldershot game didn't really get going in the first half, and they were probably the better side. Very similar to our away game last season with it took some words from the gaffer at half time to sort of get us going a bit. Obviously the sending off gave us a numerical advantage, and then we started to dominate the game a bit more without really creating enough opportunities. There was plenty of effort and plenty of endeavour, but we lacked that little final touch around the final third. Having said that, with the goal, it was a wonderful bit of skill from Lingy and a great finish. So on that one occasion, it was enough to secure the point. And then our performance as a whole against Woking was far better. I thought we was excellent for the biggest part of the game. But again, we just lacked that final third finishing touch to some of our movement and some of our open play. So it's stuff we've been working on, because we know we've got goals in our team. But it was disappointing. I mean, I'd have been disappointed to come away from Woking with a point, because I thought we played well. So to come away with nothing was even more disappointing. But at least the performance level was somewhere around what we're looking for.
Yeah, and John Steele after the game mentioned how the game against Woking was very similar to the one that we played away to Hartlepool. Do you agree the same?
Yeah, I thought both games. We dominated the ball and we played some really good football. But we haven't scored in either game, which is naturally a concern. If you're going to dominate the game and dominate the ball, you've got to ask questions in the final third, ask questions of the goalkeeper. Didn't really do that enough, in particular against Woking. But both games we performed really well, but have come away with nothing. So it needs to be addressed, and we've been looking at stuff this week in terms of attacking.
Yeah, and of course it's FA Cup weekend. Could you explain a little bit about your experiences as a player? Is there any memorable moments that you've had in the FA Cup, and of course as an assistant manager as well?
Yeah, probably my two fondest memories of my playing in the FA Cup. I had one year, I think I might have been at Wycombe, and I'd got into the FA Cup Team of the Year, so they picked a player from each round and I managed to get in it. So I was invited to the Cup final as a guest. I think that year it was between Millwall and Man United at the Welsh Stadium, and that was a great experience. And then another experience I had when I played for Luton and we'd played against Liverpool, and I got my first opportunity to play at Anfield, which was an incredible experience. So they're two fond memories as a player. Not too many memories as a coach or assistant manager just yet. We haven't really done well in the tournament, and I certainly hope that we put that straight on Saturday at home to Orient.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned Orient. They are local rivals. So how big is this game, and what are you looking forward to playing Leyton Orient?
Yeah, can't wait. And the lads have had a spring in their step. They naturally want to respond to the result last weekend. They're aware of our intent to do well in the cup, and training's been bright and lively all week, which is a real positive. And obviously we're playing against one of our rivals in the league and one of our neighbours, so there'll be a nice crowd here, and hopefully we put in a performance and a result that the club and the fans want to see.
Well, thank you very much, Dan.
Thank you.